just give people a little bit of a
Yep.
perspective on what how AI has coming in and what exactly, just from a broad scale, just while you're putting this out. Uh, you know, one of the things that I want to kind of mention to all of you who are attending today is that the biggest challenge, and I've been in software and solutioning and software development, developer, architect, all kinds of things for the last, I think 28, 29 years. The biggest challenge that any entrepreneur has is to be able to make a proof of concept. That sometimes becomes your limiting point. Even if you're technical, to be able to make a proof of concept that kind of demonstrate your big picture is a challenge. And artificial intelligence definitely has empowered us, has become made us superhumans, and all of us feel that we know everything about everything. But whenever you're using AI, it's important that you understand the guardrails. You understand that there is a framework. You understand that there are some guidelines. You understand that you are the SME. Yeah. So what we hope to achieve with these kind of sessions, and specifically with VibeKit, is that anybody who is an SME and has a business idea or has any kind of a problem which is very clearly defined, and that is the reason why in our hack series we're making sure you just don't jump into solutioning. You first understand what you're trying to do, and Maruti will empower us, will train us, will teach us, will show us how, with VibeKit, with which is now kind of understands and has all the guardrails for you to be able to build a proof of concept, you will be able to demonstrate a working solution. That need not necessarily be a shippable solution. Please make sure that you understand that with VibeKit, you're not making a full stack, finished, complete, usable solution, but you are making a proof of concept. A proof of concept takes you through various things. A proof of concept, first of all, you are able to validate your customer. Second, you are able to present to your investors who you are. Okay. Is third, in blockchain world, we would say you are almost ready for testnet launch. Right. And testnet launch essentially gives you some kind of a pilot customers. You are able to see whether the state machine of the smart contract is working fine or not. Right. So what I want to you all to understand is, for developers and people who are not developers, right? You will be empowered after today's session to be able to get that transformation done sooner than later. So, as much as back in those days, how is your code written? At this point of time, is what is the problem that you're solving? That's the little bit of difference. Oh, I just got out of the meeting.
Yeah, I thought I have a network issue.
Oh, okay. Are people still there, or? Oh, we have people, yeah.
Yeah, we have.
So, what I was saying is, for developers, of course, it empowers you. You will be, as a developer, be able to build solutions faster, but make sure that whenever you use tools like this, you do not rely 100% on it. Right? You are building a prototype to be able to demonstrate the solution, but this is not a complete solution. So there is still some daylight before your solution sees the light of the day. And with that, I want to hand over the back to Maruti. Thank you, Maruti, for giving me the stage just to be able to kind of present this context. And please go ahead and enlighten us with VibeKit.
Thank you, Prof, for sharing the context about this workshop. And it's really helpful that whenever you are going to use AI coding or the vibe coding with your projects, you should not use it for your, you can say, the full projects or the full products. It can help you out for the proof of concepts, but after that, yeah, definitely you should do your enhancing into that, use your coding skills, and then make sure like the product is market fit and all of these things come later. But yeah, for today's workshop, we are going to make a proof of concept using VibeKit. And I'm very excited to introduce you because when I used VibeKit first, I was also not that much of confident. Like I could build the project or I could get the desired project that I want, which is not possible by using the normal AI coding that we do. Like we prompt our agents and say, "Hey, make a changes for us, do some changes," and then he sometimes hallucinates you or sometimes give you the other context, and it definitely puts you a lot of work rather than going out with the normal coding. So before just starting the session, I just want to have a brief idea how many of you do vibe coding or know about vibe coding. It's just a simple thing. If you have used ChatGPT for coding stuff, that's the vibe coding, the simplest form of vibe coding that I can explain to you. And I hope like many of you have done this, and you are using different AI agents like Copilot, Claude, and there are a lot of tools now in the market. And with different tools, you can do a coding, and then you can get out full stack projects out of it, and lot of things you can do. And with this, many of you might have faced the problem like whenever you give a prompt to any AI agent, it gives you outdated resources or the stuff that is not workable, and it like loop you many times and consumes a lot of time also, and also it won't finish up the projects at the end. This is the major problem that I also faced, and many developers are also facing. So we at the foundation tried to solve this problem last year, and we introduced VibeKit. So VibeKit is MCP server, which is fine-tuned for the Algorand development, which will help you a lot, which will make your current development, whatever the tools that you're using, 10x faster, 10x efficient, and will try to provide you the latest resources. So you don't need to go and look for the things that are not workable and get in a loop again and again. So that's the Vibe Kit, which will take you from prompt to deploy any projects on mainnet. So Vibe Kit can do a lot of things. I'll introduce one by one. So that's the main challenge in Web3 development. We all know like the complexity of the protocols. There are different things that you need to learn very new. With Algorand, it's pretty easy already because we have Algorand Python and TypeScript. So many of you can understand this smart contract languages. But with the same, there are some SDKs and new coding structure that you need to follow. If you are jumping straight to the Web3 from your Web2 development, you'll find it totally new, and that's obvious. So many times you use AI agents to create projects in hackathons, but that won't work as a finished product, or it will give you something different. So that's the challenges that we face in Web3 development, and VibeKit will help you to solve this different things. So now we are going to jump on the demo. And before jumping on the demo, I just want to make sure all of you have AlgoKit installed into your system. So I'm assuming you are familiar with the AlgoKit. AlgoKit is a CLI tool which will help you out to create a template of Algorand project. So you don't need to create all the files from the beginning. So you can just jumpstart with that template and can create your project inside that. So let's just move on to the demo now. I've already created a project, and this is the time now we are going to start vibing and doing our vibe coding. So I'm using Copilot Pro, Copilot in the VS Code ID. Many of you are students, so you have access to Copilot Pro. Utilize that and get the subscription. And even if you are not having, then you can work with Cursor and different IDs also. So we'll show you that. So
So, Marathi, when we use Copilot, right, what is the usual cost of Copilot? Suppose I don't have a free license.
Mhm. I think it
What
won't
would
cost
what?
more than $20 per month. There are different subscription tiers. So
Okay.
uh, it depends on the how many tokens you utilize and the coding you do
Okay.
on this. Yeah,
Okay. And you said cursor also, right?
yeah. Cursor is free of cost, and for that, like if you want to have Cursor Pro, you can go for the premium version.
Okay. So cursor, the free version, free tier should
Yep.
also suffice for now.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
that's good to know. Thank you.
So this is the AlgoKit template. Many of you have seen this before. So when you're building your projects in the Hack Series 1 and Hack Series 2 and different hackathons, like we are right now running regional hackathons also. So we recommended everyone to use AlgoKit. So this is the template. You can go if you are not having AlgoKit. It's just two three commands. You can install it, and we'll share it in the chat box also. So you can look into that and install the AlgoKit template. So this is the full stack template that I have generated. I'm opening a root folder. First, you need to open the workspace and you'll see the folder structure like this. And this is the Copilot. You can see. Is my screen visible to all? Like, should I increase the
Yes,
font size?
yes, yes, visible and
Okay.
readable.
Okay. So now we have our AlgoKit template into our laptop, your desktops or the systems. Uh, uh, if I go and do any stuff here directly with the AI agent without having any prior knowledge about coding or in the Algorand, so it will for sure
So,
give me
so
outdated.
Maruti, there is a question from a few people how to download
Mhm.
VibeKit. So I'm assuming that you will be publishing the how to set up VibeKit as
Yep.
one of the resources for all the people in the team, right? I'm sorry, I don't mean to be interfering. I just think that if we have a conversation, it'll be
Yes.
easier for all of
Yeah.
us to kind of. So I'm just looking at some comments, and I want to make sure these are addressed because people. I don't want people to get lost. So we will be giving you a complete direction. Maybe we can also record on screen as to how to set up VibeKit in your machine. So you will have
Maruti,
that information. We are just starting out from a VibeKit already been installed. Yes,
Yep.
Mudassar.
Yeah.
Maruti, why don't you just share the screen for the VibeKit website? So, guys, I've
Yeah.
shared the link for the VibeKit, getvibekit.ai. This is a website. You will find all the documents, all the installment commands, and everything for Windows, Mac, Linux, everything. It's seamless. You just go to terminal and paste it, and you'll be able to use it in your project.
Yep.
And just
Yeah.
want to add one more thing that if you don't have Algo Kit, even that you can use it. But here we are already using Algo Kit and then using VibeKit because we want to save the tokens. If you will use VibeKit directly, then the AI will generate all the codes which AlgoKit provides you already, right? So that's why we are using VibeKit inside a AlgoKit project, so the AI doesn't have to generate the codes which is already there in the AlgoKit, so it saves your tokens.
Thanks, Mudassir. Thanks, Prof. Yeah, like I'm not able to see the questions because I removed the pop-up of Zoom.
Yeah,
So
no
thanks.
worries.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine. That's why we
Yeah.
are here. Don't worry.
Yeah. So this is the VibeKit website, and all the instructions are written here, and you will be able to install in your different OS if you are using Mac, Windows, and if you face any issues, just reach out to us regarding this. And why the thanks, Mudasir, for explaining this point. If you install only VibeKit, you will be able to generate project from scratch also, but it will consume your AI agent tokens more. So that's why we are recommending you first install AlgoKit, and AlgoKit init will provide you the basic template project, and then start going with the VibeKit init. So you'll get to do lot of things with the less number of tokens from your AI agent. Mudasir, have you shared this link, or should I share in the chat box?
Yes, I have already shared.
Okay, thank you. So let's jump on to doing a vibing now. And our first command is just like a AlgoKit init, is VibeKit init. So I have opened the terminal at my root folder,
Maruti,
and I'm
can you like maximize the terminal
yep,
so
yeah. Just,
and
maybe that's visible now.
yeah.
So VibeKit init, this is your first command that you're going to do and start your vibe coding. Once you run, you'll find something like this. And here it will ask you which AI coding tools are you using. So I'm using VS Code Copilot. So I'll select that. If you're using Cloud Code or Cursor or Open Code, there are options, so you select accordingly. Then select all skills where you wanna install the VibeKit. So it is project based, so I'll select this. Taking Docker, so you need to open a Docker variable. So just run your Docker desktop. So, uh, to Kappa MCP will help you out with the documentation knowledge, with the latest documentation from the Algorand. VibeKit MCP, which will help you with the development. So these are the two MCPs that are available inside VibeKit. Select keyring and then just click yes, create project. And yeah, you are ready for the vibing. Now you can go to Moon easily. Not to Moon, but you can build projects, or you can fine tune your current Algorand projects that you are building. So, and this will now help you out with your AI agent giving up powers. So right before that, your AI agent will be finding out the stuff all over the internet, going out, doing different things, searching out, and pulling up the resources from whatever he finds best. But now he got the idea. He got the two MCP servers attached with the VibeKit. He'll now go to the resources that are latest, that are available, and will fine tune your coding for the algorithm development. So we got our VibeKit installed. If you wanna check, I'll just minimize my terminal now. So you can see in the root folder, there are .vs code folder, and in the mcp.json, you'll see there are MCP servers. So if you are doing this first time, you need to do add server. I have already added, so I don't need to do it again. So just click here and it will get added into your ID. Now I'll prompt my ID to check.
Maruti, can you show in the settings how MCP servers listed?
Yeah. Here in the maybe that's in the cursor. In the
Yeah, yeah.
VS Code, we need to find it. I'll check if this thing. There will be, but in the cursor, you can directly go and look for the
Yeah,
MCP in
yeah.
your settings, and you can see the both the MCP servers available. But there's other way you can directly prompt your agent. Now we are doing vibe coding, so no manual task here. So I'll prompt my agent. Open chat. Which MCP servers do you? So I'm just asking my Copilot Pro which MCP servers you have access. We're just verifying. So you can see we have Kappa for the documentation and VibeKit MC in this project. And that's good to go. So now we can build the projects, we can create smart contracts. I'll just tell you what VibeKit can do. VibeKit can help you out from your starting up your project, writing up a code, building up smart contracts, testing it, deploying it, creating integrations, front end, everything. It just depends on the level of AI agent that you are using, and it will give you output accordingly. So let's now. So now we have just seen how you can configure VibeKit into your projects. What we can do with vibe coding, we can do multiple things, but I don't want to show you like we can create a project of land tokenization or create a token or something like this with just a vibe kit. This I think you can do with your normal AI coding also. But now suppose I want to create a DEX. Uh, Many of you are aware of DEX, or you are just new to the DEX concept, which is a decentralized exchange. Just like our exchanges in a normal, where we can trade tokens or stocks. So decentralized exchanges serve you for this, where we have a pair of tokens and we can trade, we can earn interest on that, we can swap our tokens. So there are different things. So this is a Tinyman website, which is a leading DEX in the Algorand ecosystem. So you can see there are features like swap, you can swap Algo USDC, then there are pools. So these are the pools which works in a backend where uh, like users can provide liquidity. Liquidity is like you are putting your coins there for the trading and you will earn some interest from that. So these are the different features. You can read more about DEXs if you are interested. This is the DeFi product. So we are going to make a proof of concept using our VibeKit, which is a simple AMM DEX which will work on the constant product. So that's a constant product x into y is equals to k. That's the formula. That again, somewhere this is a complex thing, but you can definitely go. We'll share the resources and can read about that. So let's now jump on to our AI agent in this. Just finding a plan. It just changed, but okay, that's fine. So I have designed the prompts already. So I just don't want to type prompt and due to like since timing. So this file will share with you, but you can type up your prompts also. So this is the prompt to create a automated market maker smart contract. You can see there
So,
are
Maruti, if
yep,
I may just mention a few things
yeah,
here, and this is just some clues to people who are going to be building or trying out. Uh, Prompt engineering, of course, is a science, and it's can be challenging. Okay, for starters, you could actually go to an AI, any kind of a chat GPT kind of an interface, and define your project and ask it to generate your prompts also. So that is that those prompts, what Maruti is showing us is not going to be just like make me a DEX. He has to specify certain things in a decentralized exchange. So it's always a good idea that whenever you're using prompt, if you are very proficient in prompts, then I won't, you could bypass this suggestion. But if you're not, then always use an AI system, specify the system, and then go to the system to be able to generate that prompt for you. Because all these parameters that he's putting in, these are complex parameters you might not know. And it's also a good idea to be able to kind of understand what those prompts mean. So say explain each one of them to me also. It'll explain it to you so you know what you're doing.
yep, yeah. Thanks, Prof. So these are the prompts, and also for these prompts, also you can take help from your AI agent. You can ask the same AI agent, I wanna create AMM text. What's the basic AMM text works? How it works, and you can fine tune your prompts first, and then tell them to plan out accordingly. So whenever you use your AI agent, there are you can say you'll see here there are different options here: plan, agent, and ask. So first go with the planning, put the prompt that you want to build, like whatever the application. Now we are building a DEX. So I'm going to put the prompts for the DEX. So he will plan, he'll pull up the resources he'll think of, and then he'll tell you, okay, these are the plan I can work on and I can make the smart contract accordingly. So we are going to use a plan feature. I'm just copying this prompt. So you can see there is a prompt, create a constant product AMM smart contract in Algorand Python, and the contract should have this method. So there are different methods that are available in the DEX. You just need to understand the idea and the architecture of that product, and then you can specify very good prompts. And with that prompts, your AI agent will understand. Okay, these are the things that he needs to do. We'll now put the prompt here. Setting plan. So he's planning out the things. So meanwhile, I'll just give you examples of decks that are available in the Algorand. So you can go and read about Tiny Man, Fox Finance, and there is a Vestige. So there are docs available. So if you want to understand how this protocol works, what are the back end of that stuff, so you can understand that. Right now, we are building up simple AMM decks which works on the basic formula, which is derived from the Uniswap version 2, which is like a x into y is equals to k that supports the liquidity pools in the backend. So let him plan. You can take your coffee when your AI agent is doing work. So he's planning out the stuff. He's getting resources from the MCP server that we have with the VibeKit. If you have done this without VibeKit, it would have taken any other resources and whatever the available on the internet. Just allow it. So he's figuring out all the things by his own. You don't need to do anything. Once you are convinced, you can click Start Implementation. You can directly jump on implementation part also, but planning will help you out. Like your agent will understand all the things first, and then it will start implementing properly. It's taking time. We'll wait for 2 more minutes, and then we'll begin to start implementation. And we'll go with the implementation. He's doing a lot of checks.
Hello.
Hello.
Excuse me, bro. Sorry for the interruption.
Yeah, no worries.
Do I need to have Docker in my laptop compulsory?
Yeah, Docker is necessary, so you can run local net instance of Algorand blockchain, and then your VibeKit can easily test the smart contracts.
Okay. Any other alternative as I
Uh,
don't have access to Docker in my laptop.
okay, so you can just test your smart contracts using LoRa. Yeah, where you need to deploy your smart contracts on testnet, and then you can test it directly on LoRa.
Okay, thank you.
So just to answer that question, when if you have Docker, the advantage that you have is that you can run your test scripts locally before you deploy it in testnet. So we strongly recommend doing the testing locally before Maruti will show us how to deploy locally also and deploy on testnet also, I suppose.
Yep.
But when you deploy locally, then your test scripts run much more efficiently as compared to running on testnet. So
Yeah.
it's a good idea to have a local testing before you deploy it on testnet.
Yeah, and if you are using Windows machine, then like to install WipeKit, you need WSL. So
Yeah. So he's done with the planning. Now he is implementing the smart contract finally. I will show you. He has written something. Yeah. So he has written a smart contract now for the AMM. It's totally written by AI. You can see there is the functions constructor, then set governor, bootstrap. There's some the function in general. I think we don't need to do it again. So it's reading it. So these are all functions written by our AI agent. I haven't written any single line of code, and you can see this is the smart contract. And let's see if it gets compiled successfully. Now it's trying to compile. You can see. This is the command algokit project run build. If you have used algokit, you are familiar with this command. Like for compiling and building your smart contracts, we use this command. Okay, so build also succeeded. It has built a smart contract efficiently. We can check the artifacts file, and yeah, it is built. If you want to test it again, if you think your AI agent is doing something else, we can test it from our terminal. I'll go git project run. So let's see if it builds. Okay, it built successfully. I'll delete the hello world because we don't need now hello world smart contract. You can see that's the simple hello world smart contract. So we have done our first step. We have created a smart contract successfully using VibeKit, which is our text smart contract. You can see this is the very complex one when I was used to code, we were trying to find out DeFi resources, and this is amazing. Like we got the resources directly from the MCP server, pulled up from somewhere from the Algorand resources that are available, and he created a well-working smart contract. Now we'll test it out. I won't say it is working right now. Maybe there are some changes need, but it compiled successfully. So let's go. We'll put now the second prompt. We have done the build, so we'll skip this. So you can see I'm telling my AI agent, please write one integration test for the AMM contract. And for that, the test case should be like to call the bootstrap function and create a pool token and set states correctly. So let's see what he'll do. I'll just prompt it out. You can change your AI agents if you want to do from here. So I'm right now using Claude Sonnet. I'll just focus for this. And let's just wait. You just need to click allow. Now we got the smart contract. You can now go and study this smart contract functionalities, how it is written, and what's the different functions that are available. And you can tweak this according to you. So there are different types of decks available in the market. So you can add the formula that are you think, okay, these are the decks that are not available in the ecosystem. We can create like something like this. Maybe there are some different functions that you can add, reward point structures, lot of things. Like there are a lot of possibilities now you can work on this, because now you got the basic thing in your hand, and with that you can definitely do different kind of stuff. So he's now writing out the test. So we have done algokit init, the only command that we have written manually. Then we got the project. Then we put the prompt. We got the smart contract, which is like a proof of concept contract for the DEX, and which is deployed, which is built and compiled successfully. Now we are writing the test cases. So all these things are just happening in the workshop of 1 hour. And for developing this from a scratch, will take a would have taken a lot of time. But it is now saving the time, so you can do complex things and think about your ideas on top of this. So is now running local net, checking the local net. Just allowing. So he has started local net by running the command. You can see local net is running. Now he's checking the test. So tests are failed. You can check here. So he'll again go and he'll iterate on this. Okay, so the bootstrap test pass to the contract call, but that there are some different things. So he's checking on that. So in meanwhile, we'll just test this on LoRa. I'll open the LoRa Explorer, and so this is the contract. I'll go and deploy new. So this is the way to test out your smart contracts from LoRa. So this is the other way that you can use. So you need to find this file arc56.json for your contract and just upload it here. Click next. Call this. I'm using localnet. You can see we can change the network here. Right now I'm using localnet, and I'll deploy this. Okay. So it got deployed successfully. It means there are no build errors or the compilation errors available. And you can see these are the methods: set governor, bootstrap, and then mint the token, burn, and the swap functionality. So I'll test it out. Just let me check what my VS Code is doing. Allow. So we'll test the bootstrap functionality here, but for that we need to create two assets. So I think we have time. Let me create the asset. So I'm creating an asset using LoRa only. So okay. So this is the asset name. Let it name something different. So I'm creating a cat token with the units 1 lakh units. And okay, so I got the token. This is the token ID 1435. I'll just note it down here, and I'll create one more asset because we have created a decentralized exchange contract. So there should be token pair. So let's create a token pair. Complete, simulate. So we got the other token. So I think 1435 and 1436. So let's go to the app lab, and in Bootstrap, we need to add the token value. So asset A, 1435 and 1436. Please let it be known. Some transaction. Okay, so see, so it's working fine. You can first do the simulation. So I'm bootstrapping my AMM text contract with the two tokens, which is we created cat and dog. So we are going to create a token pair in our liquidity pool, in which like people can then put liquidity, and accordingly that price will decide. So if I give you the very layman example, so if you see BTC and USDC on any exchange, so it depends on how people are putting getting like there are order books, so they put the demand and all these things. So using that, the DEX functions with different formulas. So this is working. I'll just send it and done. So we got the 1439 as our liquidity pool token. We'll just check if it is working. Yeah, so you can check. This is the liquidity pool token that is generated via smart contract, and which works very fine. So we have tested our function with LoRa also. Let me check what our VS Code is doing. So it's working on the test case integration test cases. So what Docker we need? Docker is necessary for running out this integration tests and then other test cases very smoothly with your local instance of the Algorand blockchain. So make sure you install Docker Desktop. It's very easy. You just need to go to the Docker website and then you can install the Docker. So we are done with our goal. We have achieved the test cases. We ran the function bootstrap. We tested in the LoRa also. So we can skip this step, but let it run. So he's now running the test. So he's writing a test cases for swap also. So we don't want that. You can do that. It will take some time, but it will for sure like get your all errors solved and can write the test cases. I've written the test cases in other repo also that I'll share with you. So I'll just stop it here. And so this is the smart contract. We run the test cases, we deployed it, we built it using VibeKit. Furthermore, you can write the integrations files also with the VibeKit. Then you can create accounts that you can use for testing. Then you can create your front end also. So everything from a scratch that needs for the proof of concept, you can create easily using VibeKit. So right now our Hack Series 3.0 is running, and we are in the ideation phase where you need to put your ideas. So if you're thinking of any idea and that you thought like it somehow sounds like a complex and I couldn't get a resources, but the Vibe Kit is your thing. You should start with Vibe Kit, build your project with the proof of concept, then start building and enhancing your project in the meantime. Will our team will be with you, then you will get a support additionally from our team, from our developer resources, and a lot of things are planned for you. So I'll just show you. I coded a front end also. So let's get some. So this is the project. I'll share in the chat box. You can go and try out because it's I've made it live on the Vercel also. So boom, just forget about the front end. I'm not that good at the UI, so it is just a basic UI that built from the AI agent. And you can see, you can connect your wallet. I'll connect root wallet. So Loot is easy for the development, like the developer friendly. You can test it directly with the extension. You can use different wallets. So right now the all things are working on the testnet. So I'll deploy a pool contract. So it will pop up a transaction in my root. One more time. I don't know like why it's not popping up directly. So I need to manually open the loop. So our smart contract is deployed. You can check the smart contract ID. I'll verify it on the LoRa also. Yeah. So you can see this is the just deployed one in the transaction right now. Right. So now we need a two tokens for this to initialize a pool. So you can see on the front end, you'll get a good idea what we are going to do. So we need to add a token IDs. I already have two tokens in my wallet. Yeah, mobs and ducks. So I have created these tokens before. So I will use the same tokens. So I'm putting the mobs. You can check it is fetching the token name also. So and, I haven't used anything. It is like every the front end aspect is coded by the white kit only. So you can use for your basic front end that you want to show the proof of concept of your project with white kit. But to when in a hack series you need to do a stuff like you need to create something on top of that that is now possible. We know like with the white kit we can do this stuff, so you should now add your things, your you can say your factor creativity on the front end also, then again with the smart contracts and all this. So you can check all the token balance, all the instructions are written here. I'll create a pool now. We'll pop the transaction, just sign it. Yeah, pool is created successfully. This is the pool. I'll just save it if by mistake it gets refreshed so I can connect it again. So this is the pool that we created. You can refresh it now. And now I lost my pool. So if you want to access the pool again, just connect it in the connected system pool, enter the pool ID. Just need to change the network. Errors. And then sometimes it gives errors with the tool. Let me deploy it one more. Okay, this is the asset ID. Sorry. Set for something. So I was typing asset ID and then connecting with the pool. So this is the app ID, and you can check we again connected with the same pool that we have created. Now, the first step where the decentralized exchange is to provide a liquidity. Now, I'm going to provide a liquidity. I'm adding 10,000 mock token and 10,000 duck tokens. And I'll receive a share of liquidity pool tokens. So if I want to withdraw my tokens back, so I need to provide this token to the smart contract and then he'll return the token back to me. So I just need to do this. Okay, so I need to first opt in LP tokens because Algorand has the feature you can't get any token into your wallet without your permission. Okay, then opted into LP token. Now I can go and add liquidity. So we have added a liquidity. You can see in the info. We have added liquidity. There is 10,000 mock tokens in the smart contract and 10,000 tokens available. Now I can swap the tokens. So if I want to swap 1,000 mob tokens, I'll get 904 duck tokens. So how it is got calculated, you just open this. How does the swap work? It will show you the formula. So now I'm swapping because this liquidity pool exists and the pair exists in our smart contract. And that's the last step. Cool. So it worked. So I swapped my 1,000 mob token to the 904 duck token. So I got that. And you can check what's the ratio now. So we have this ratio, one mob token is equals to 0.8269 because it's working on the x into y is equals to k formula of that constant. Yeah, that's it. We have successfully created a proof of concept for the AMM DEX on Algorand. If you have asked me, you can say a month before to create this project, it would have taken a lot of time, a month at least, to figure out how to create a smart contracts in a Algorand Python, then how should we write a test cases, then integrations and all this stuff. I created this project in just a day with using VibeKit. So I think there are a lot of possibilities. As you are a developer, you already know, many of you know Algorand development, so you can explore it, you can create much complex projects now, and we have our tracks agentic commerce and a future of finance, which needs the projects that serves the real world utility also. So you can like then direct your ideas towards this and utilize your time. A deadline is tomorrow, so generate your ideas and submit into your form. Open for the Q&A now.